The adoption of point-of-sale or POS terminals has grown rapidly across Nigeria as most citizens now prefer quicker fee-based transactions. This shift has resulted in a marked decline in the use of automated teller machines, ATMs, nationwide. ADBN Correspondent Omolabake Lawal reports on the new realities of day-to-day banking in Nigeria.
An increasing number of Nigerians are now opting for point-of-sale terminals, popularly known as POS, choosing speed and convenience over queues and delays at the bank. With over 1.5 million agents operating across the country, POS services have become a reliable alternative for everyday transactions, from cash withdrawals to utility bill payments. Behind the surge in POS payments is a growing demand for speed, ease, and convenience, and with ATM usage steadily declining, the shift is fast becoming the new normal for many Nigerians.
People don't go to bank to transfer again, but let someone has issue in bank. People use POS to transfer, to withdraw, to deposit. We use POS a lot every day. Before we go to bank, we have to queue. Some we don't have ATM, we have to use teller, and to use teller you have to stay on the queue. But POS, how much is 100 naira?
Me personally, I can't really remember when I went to the ATM to use the ATM machine, because after waiting for a very long time, sometimes they will even give you, it's not what you expect you get from them. Sometimes you are going there to withdraw 100,000, 50,000, they'll end up paying you 5,000 naira. So most time I'm a business owner, I sell clothes, menswear, and most time when customer came, they'll ask you, are you using POS? I say yes, because there's POS around everywhere, anywhere you can access it to access your own cash. So I prefer using POS than using ATM machine.
Experts say that the growth of POS services is not only about convenience, but also about creating jobs and improving access to financial services.
Basically, there are pros and there are cons in terms of the effectiveness of the POS terminals that people have been able to use. And you can't entirely scrap it. You see Money Point releasing out real information that they have about close to about 20,000 POS terminals across the nation. That's a whole lot. People handling those terminals. That means that's job creation that the government cannot underplay or overlook, right? But how effectively do you want to ensure that there's cash management through the whole process, there's risk management, and also how effective can you also tax the system? But the challenge comes with how do you tax the money flows that goes within the system, especially you can actually target the fintech, right? But that's being not being effective in terms of in terms of your collective with regard to the tax system. You are looking at how about the POS agent, how about the middlemen that are involved in the entirety of the whole process.
ATM was introduced it was still attracting as much crowd as possible, because ATM cannot be placed anywhere for security reasons, because there's every possibility that they can break into the ATM. So the ATM were positioned in places where there is security. But the coming of the POS took the banking down into the interior. Places where they cannot put ATMs, places where they cannot put branches, then you have POS. So the introduction of POS and ATM has actually helped to discongest the banking hall, to help the government to get through to the financial inclusion policy. So the banking hall has already been redesigned by the advent of POS and ATM. So that is where we are drifting to. Cashless society.
As more Nigerians embrace faster and more accessible options, convenience is emerging as the new standard in everyday banking. Omolabake Lawal, ADBN News.